design, the core layer part, we use two routers. The first router will connect with a switch that is part of distribution layer. The switch helps to connect to PC and access point that have been configured with the laptop to the router. And another router will connect to the firewall ASA, which helps to keep the farm server safe from the malicious attack. The firewall will be connected with a switch that combines three server farms in the access layer.
My name is Halisa Sonia binti Hussein and I will present about introduction. Okay, network design is a category of system that deals with data transport mechanism. We use firewall as a security to our topology. A firewall is a security device, computer, hardware or software that can help protect network by filtering traffic and blocking outsider from gaining unauthorized access to the private data on your computer. Okay, a firewall is normally used to separate the inside network from the outside world, but a firewall can also be used to separate internal department if additional security required. Also, network security involves access control, virus and antivirus software, application security, network analytics, type of network related security, endpoint, web, wireless. Also, the common approach for designing enterprise network involves three layers: the access layer, distribution layer, and the core layer. The access layer is the level where host computers are connected to the network. The distribution layer acts as an aggregation point for all the access layer device. Distribution layer is also known as a workgroup layer and is called communication point between access layer and core layer. Basic function of distribution layer is routing, filtering, and one access and find out the method by which packet can access the core. Network information. In this network design, a hierarchical design is used to group devices into multiple networks. The networks are organized in a layer approach. The benefit of dividing a flat network into smaller, more manageable blocks is that local traffic remains local. Only traffic that is destined for other network is moved to a higher layer. The hierarchical design model has three basic layers: core layer, distribution layer, access layer. Core layer connect distribution layer device, interconnect distribution layer, interconnect the smaller local network, and access layer provides connectivity for network host and end device.
Timeline and network resources. We are using planning schedule. For the table is for the first week we are build topology, connect the cables and configure the device. For the second week we apply services and test the network. For the third week we are make evaluation. First make the final test and testing. And for the last week we are deployment. We give the client to use the network. For listing device, software and service. For the device we are use PC, laptop, server, router, switch and cable straight through. For the software we are using firewall ASA, and for the service we are manage network resources.
Okay, sekarang saya nak terangkan cara untuk installation and configuration topology ni. Okay, first kita configure IP PC kosong, PC 1, configure laptop macam biasa, masukkan IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. Lepas tu configure server, tiga server ni, masukkan IP address, subnet mask dan default gateway. Okay, lepas tu access point ni kita pilih kat port 1 ni, klik WEP dan masukkan key iaitu 12345678991. Lepas tu dekat laptop kosong dengan laptop 1 ni kita akan connect dia dengan letak key tadi tu untuk sambungkan dia. Okey, lepas tu selesai tu configure tu, kita configure dekat router, basic configure, tukar hostname, masukkan NG00, IP address 192.168.21.255.255.255.255.0 ni, kita buat basic configuration.
Dekat router 2 pun sama, buat basic configuration. Lepas tu kat router 1 dan router 2 buat IP route. Lepas tu kita dekat switch kita buat configure VLAN. Switch 1 VLAN 20, switch 2 VLAN 40. And then kita buat interface range dekat switch. Lepas tu dekat firewall ni kita configure firewall ni macam biasa. Name is inside, security level 100, IP address 192.168.0.25.25. No shit. Lepas tu sekali kita test ping PC 1 ke laptop, PC 0 ke PC 1, server ke server, PC 0 ke router, PC 1 ke router, PC router ke firewall. Okay.
Saya Syafa Sulaika binti Zainuddin alias Alwi, nombor matrik 12 GT 19F1031. Why is maintenance and downtime? Okay, the maintenance service include both hardware maintenance and support service, and network software maintenance and support service. Okay, then the hardware maintenance and support service are preventive and remedial service that physically repair or optimize hardware, including contract maintenance and per incident repair. Hardware support also includes online and telephone technical troubleshooting and assistance for setup and all fee-based hardware warranty upgrades. A network disaster recovery plan includes a set of procedures required to effectively respond to a disaster that affects a network and cause its destruction. Network disaster recovery planning generally entails 1. Listing the steps which should be undertaken in order to restore network connectivity. 2. Identifying people responsible for conducting network disaster recovery. And the last 3. Assessing possible consequence of a network failure. Next, the main purpose of network disaster recovery is to ensure that business service can be delivered to customer despite a disruption in network connectivity. However, disasters come in different form and size, which make it hard to predict what their impact will be, which network component will be affected, and how many resources will be required to restore network connectivity. Next, the network service are required for ensuring an uninterrupted flow of communication and data transfer within your IT infrastructure. Various factors can lead to network failure. These include 1. Issues with the internet connection. Failure to set up an internet connection can cause problems with network connectivity and interrupt data transfer. Second, network attack. Network service can get disrupted after a cyber attack, whose aim is to prevent the organization from delivering its service, forcing it to shut down. And the last 3, natural or man-made disaster. Disaster of any type can significantly damage or even destroy your production center and virtual infrastructure, thus causing significant business losses.
Okay, seterusnya bill of materials untuk design ni ialah device, quantity, unit cost, total cost. Laptop quantity 2, harga per unit 2200, so total 4400. PC ada 2 unit per unit 4,000, so total cost 8,000. Firewall ada 1 unit, cost per unit 1,500, so total 1,500. Okay, router ada 2, cost per unit 2,500, so totalnya 5,000. Okay, switch ada 3, per unit 3,000, so total 9,000. Access point ada 1, per unit 2,000, so total 2,000. Dan akhir sekali server ada 3, cost per unit 2,000, so total 6,000. So total semuanya 35,900.
Okay, and the last is 7. 7 is summary. Designing a network is not just about placing router, firewall, intrusion detection system, etc. in a network, but it is about having good reason for placing such hardware in its place. The work has gone beyond just designing a network alone for the sake of achieving a functional interconnected LAN and one for doing business. The threat to organizational security has heightened to an extent that a safe network design is not complete without having the necessary protective hardware in place, as well as spelling out appropriate rules and measures to counter the attack to organizational threats such as malicious program, hackers, and social engineers. The purpose of a firewall is to reduce or eliminate unwanted network connection and increase the free flow of legitimate traffic. Firewalls are an essential addition to your infrastructure because they can help to isolate computers and servers from the internet to provide security and privacy of data.